Hello friends and welcome back to another video where we are going to do the analysis of the insider data that is publicly available on the NSC's website. Yeah, you guys heard me right. The insider information that is publicly available on the NSC's website. So before I go on and start doing the analysis, let me just quickly give you a disclaimer for this video that all the analysis that I will do further in this video is strictly for educational purpose only, and I do not recommend any buy or sell signal in any particular security or in any particular stock per se. Okay, so enough talking. Let's go ahead and start doing our analysis. As you can see that on my computer screen, I am on the NSC's website homepage right now. So let me just quickly direct you that how you could download the Excel file which will give the insider data. So scroll down a little bit and navigate the corporate announcement section right here. Scroll down more and click on view all. After you press view all, scroll down a little bit and locate the insider trading tab right here. So once you click that, okay, next, by doing this analysis, my aim is to make a watch list for my swing trading. So that's why I will consider the insider trading report of 3 months only. So you can select multiple time frames from right here. So I will go ahead and download the 3 months data. Once you click this download button, an Excel file will be downloaded. I have already downloaded it. So let's just quickly go ahead to the Excel sheet. So once you open the Excel sheet after downloading it, it will look similar to this. So as you can see, the name of the Excel sheet itself, it states the date from which date it has the data, and it has the data up to 10th of November, that is today. While I'm recording this video, it is 10th of November 2020 and it is 8:07 p.m. Okay, so before doing the analysis, as you can see, this Excel sheet is quite large. So you guys don't have to get worried. We don't have to crunch each and every detail present in the Excel sheet. We will filter it down before doing any further analysis. So let me just quickly walk you down through the steps by which you can filter this data. So let me just quickly apply the filter option. Okay, the first filter which I will apply is on the category of persons, that is E column. In the category of person, I only want the category of person as promoter or promoter groups, nothing else. I don't want key managerial personnel, employees, director, etc. etc. I only want promoter or promoter groups. So let me just go ahead and delete all the data which contains otherwise. Okay, once we have done that, next what I have to do is I'll apply the filter next to the mode of acquisition column, that is the S column. What I want in this column is I only want the market purchase. I want the data entry as market purchase in the mode of acquisition column, nothing else. I don't want ESOP, gift, interstate transfer, etc. etc. So I will delete every other row that contains any entry other than market purchase. Okay, once we have done that, let's just remove the filter. We don't need that anymore. Okay, next what I have to do is, as you can see in this current Excel sheet, we have almost 9 to 10 columns active. So what I want is I only want two columns, that is the symbol column and the value of security column, that is namely the A column and the K column. So let me just tell you that why I'm considering the value of security. I'm considering the value of security because I want to study the actual flow of money in the market. So that is indicated by the value of security. That tells me the actual flow of money, and that is very important for this analysis. So let me just quickly go ahead and delete all the rows except, sorry, all the columns except those two. So yeah, once we have done that, let me just widen the columns. So as you can see, there is a redundancy in the column symbol. That is the first column, A column. There is a redundancy in the name of the symbols. As you could notice very well, that the fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh has Sandhar as their entry. So doing the further analysis, it would be difficult if there is redundancy. What I want is, I want a consolidated form of data of this particular table. So let me just quickly go ahead and use the consolidate data tool of Excel. So let me select the table quickly. I'll add it. I want the top row left column. Okay. So okay, next what I want is, I'm going to consider the further analysis of those stocks only which have a value of security greater than 1 crore. Now, if you guys want, you could change this lower bound to be as 90 lakhs, 85 lakhs, or whatever you seem best fit for your analysis. But as per my rules, I'll consider the lower bound as 1 crore only. So let me just quickly apply the filter. Okay, so I'll sort it from largest to smallest, and I'll delete all the rows which have a value of security acquired slash disposed less than 1 crore. Okay, once we have done that, the work of this particular Excel sheet has been served. So let me just copy down these symbol names, and now we will move to our uh, insider trading master sheet. Now, if you guys want to know that how I made this master sheet, insider trading master sheet from scratch, I would highly recommend you to go and watch my playlist trading on insider information. I will provide you the link below in the description box, and also you could click on the I button and check out the playlist. In the playlist, I have explained from scratch that uh, how I maintained this particular master sheet. And in a moment, you guys will know that why we need to maintain this master sheet. So let me just copy down the symbol names. Okay, please just ignore the change of color fill in the cells for now. I'll explain that in a moment. Okay. Now, as I told you in the starting of the video itself, that this insider trading report gets updated on a daily basis on the NSE's websites. So, in order to make the watch list very efficient, we have to do this analysis on a daily basis. So, as you can see, from the previous Excel sheet, we have almost 105 or 104 symbols. Now, it is not possible for us to do the analysis of all the 100 stocks every day. Okay, so that's why we have to make the master sheet. What this master sheet helps me with is that this master sheet tells me that for which symbols I have already done the further analysis. So I don't have to do the analysis once again for all those stocks. I'll do the analysis for only those stocks which have come new into this master sheet. So for that, what I'll simply do is I'll apply the conditional formatting in both the columns. So that's why the color fill of the cells changed. So let me just apply duplicate values. Yeah. Okay, so now the cells which are white filled are the new stocks for which I have to do the analysis today. Okay, so how many stocks we have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven stocks we have. Okay, so let me just copy these down. Green Plate, Tokyo Blast, Rushil, AMG Land, this one, UPL, Adani Ports. Okay, let me just again copy it. Uh, I'll just include this in my master sheet column. Okay, once we have done that, let me just delete all these Okay, Rook. Before that, I need to note, as you can see in the master sheet column, there are few few cells which are colored otherwise, that is dark red or green. So those stocks are not basically fulfilling my previous criteria. That is, promoters have bought more than 1 crore of shares. So I have to delete those rows. Okay, so let me just quickly delete those rows once and for all. Have we selected all the rows? Yeah, alt touch delete rows. Okay, so let's just hang on and delete those symbols later. Let's just quickly go ahead and do the further analysis of these particular stocks today. Okay, so first what we have is the Adani ports. So I'll explain you that how to do the further analysis. Okay, so first we'll go to the Adani. First we'll go back to our NSE's website. In the company tab, we will type Adani ports. So I'll click on this Adani port. Okay, next I'll click on the symbol of Adani ports right here. Next, what I have to do is I'll go to the corporate information section. Okay, now I'll briefly tell you that what analysis I have to do. I have to check four things in this particular stock. That is the shareholding pattern of the promoter. Second one is the SAST regulation. Third one is promoter encumbrance. And the last one is earnings per share that we will find on the financial results. So let's just go ahead and check out the shareholding pattern of promoter. Okay, so according to my rule, the shareholding of promoter, the latest shareholding of promoters and promoter groups should be greater than 50%. As you can see right here, it is 63.65%, so it passes by this criteria. Next one is SaaS regulation. In SaaS regulation, I'll check that if some shares have been sold in the last 6 months by any promoter or any promoter group or by any institutional investor. So as you can see, some shares have been sold on 21st of August and that falls inside the range of last 6 months. So we have to ignore this stock because it fails our criteria. We don't need to do the further analysis if any one of the criteria fails. So let me just go ahead and paint it as red. Okay, next one on the list is UPL. So I'll copy the name. I'll go to this tab once again. I'll paste the company's name here. I'll click on UPL Limited. I'll click on the symbol of UPL. I'll scroll down and go to the corporate information. Let's check the shareholding pattern. Shareholding pattern. As you can see, the latest shareholding pattern that has been reported is 27.88%. So it's way low than 50%. So we will go ahead and paint this stock as red 2. So, okay. What happened? Format painter. Yeah. Next on the list is Green Lamb. So I'll copy this one. I'll go to the tab right here. We can close the UPL one. I'll paste it. It's Green Lamb Industries Limited. I'll click on the symbol of Green Lamb. I'll press on the corporate information. First, let's check. Okay, so for a change, let's first check the promoter encumbrance detail. So in the promoter encumbrance detail, what I want to see is the percentage of shares pledged that is represented in the last column should be 0%. Again, according to your analysis, you could take this bound as 2%, 3%, 10%, or whatever. But according to my rules, I consider it as 0%. If it is not 0%, I'll just simply ignore that particular stock. Okay, so promoter encumbrance holds good. Next one on the list is SAST regulation. So as you can see on 10th November itself, there is a selling of share reported. So we have to go and paint the stock as red once again. So I'll use format painter. Yeah. Next on the list is AMJ Land. I'll go on the NSE's website once again. I'll paste this down, AMJ Land Holdings Limited. I'll click on the symbol of AMJ Land. I'll scroll down to the corporate information and let's check shareholding pattern. So as you can see, the latest shareholding pattern of promoter and promoter group is greater than 50%. Next I'll check is SAS regulation. So as you can see on 25th of September, that lies inside the range of 6 months. So there has been a selling reported on 25th of September. So we have to paint the stock red again. So okay, next one on the list is Rushil. So I'll go to the NSC's website once again. I'll paste it down. Rushil Decor Limited. I'll click on the symbol of Rushil. Next, we will scroll down to the corporate information. I'll check the shareholding patterns first. As you can see, the shareholding pattern is 57.53%, so it passes our criteria. Next is SAS regulation. So, yeah, so no selling has been reported in the last 6 months, or wait, 7 April. Yeah, so 7 April falls, it is not inside the range of 6 months, last 6 months, so it holds good. So it passes our criteria of that too. The third one on the list is promoter encumbrance. Okay, so as you can see, the promoter encumbrance is 17.34%, and we want it as 0%. So it fails the criteria, so we have to paint it as red once again. Okay. The second last is Tokyo Plast. I'll copy this down. Let's close the Rushel Decor, paste it right here, Tokyo Plast. I'll click on the symbol of Tokyo Plast. I'll go to the corporate information of this particular stock. I'll check the shareholding patterns first. As you can see, the shareholding pattern is greater than 50%. Next on the list is SAS regulation. So no selling has been reported in the last 6 months, so it passes this criteria too. The third one is promoter encumbrance. Promoter encumbrance, as you can see, the percentage of shares pledged is 0%. Next, the final and an optional. It is an optional criteria. I'll state this again, that it is an optional criteria, that is earnings per share. We'll find it financial results. So the earnings per share according to my rules should be positive number. It could be zero, but it should not be negative to pass the criteria. So as you can see, the earnings per share, the latest earnings per share is a positive number. So it fulfills all the four criteria. So I'll mark it as green. Okay, let me just warn you again that just because it passed all the four criteria, our analysis has not been completed. There is still some analysis that need to be done in this particular stock. But we could include this stock in our watch list. The next one and the last one for today is Greenply. I'll go to the tab again. I'll paste the company name right here, Greenply Industries Limited. I'll click on the symbol of Greenply. Next, I'll switch. I'll scroll down and move to the corporate information. I'll see the shareholding pattern. As you can see, the shareholding pattern is greater than 50%, so it is well and good. The next one is SAS regulation. As you can see, on 23rd of October, there has been a selling reported. So we have to ignore this particular stock. So we'll mark it as red. Okay, so for today we only have one stock in our list, that is Tokyo Plast. Now, what further analysis we have to do, I'll just explain you. Let's just copy this down once again. I'll go to the NSC's website. I'll paste the company name right here. Click on the symbol. Okay, we don't have to do that, sorry. Okay, what we have to do is we will select the time frame 3 months. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to download the insider trading report of this particular stock only, that is Tokyo Plast in this particular case. So I'll download the file of Tokyo Plast. I'll open the Excel file. Okay, so why I'm downloading the insider trading file of this Tokyo Blast only because I want to know that at which price point the promoters made an entry into this particular stock. Because by doing this, what my aim is that I want to make an entry in this particular stock at the same price at which the promoters made an entry in this particular stock. So that would be provided to me. The average price at which the promoters made an entry would be provided to me by the insider trading report of the Tokyo Blast itself. Okay, so now we have to apply some filters in this Excel sheet also. First one would be on the category of person, as you are well aware that I want only the promoters as my category of persons. So as you can see, all the rows are of promoter or promoter groups only. So we don't need to delete any particular row. Okay, next one on the list is market purchase. We want market purchase as our mode of acquisition. So as you can see very well that all the rows are of market purchase only. So we don't need to delete any row. Okay, next what we have to do is we have to find the average price at which the promoters made an entry. So for that what we have to do is we have to sum the total number of securities that has been exchanged, and we have to sum the total value of securities and just divide the total value of securities by total number of securities. Simple maths, and it will give us the average price at which the promoters made an entry. So I have done that for you. Let's make it to the 2 decimal point. Let me just highlight it with yellow color. Yeah, okay, it looks good. So as you can see, the average price at which the promoters made an entry is 61.07 rupees. Okay, one more vital information that we will get in this particular insider trading report is that the date of allotment. This is the actual date at which the promoters actually bought the shares. So why this is important, it is beyond the scope of this particular video, but what is the significance of this date I have explained in detail in the part 4 of the trading on insider information playlist. So I will highly recommend you to go and check out the fourth part of the playlist, that is trading on insider information. I'll give you the link in the description box below individually for the part 4, and you would also be able to see it in the I button. Okay, so once we have got the average price point at which the promoters made an entry, what we have to see is what is the current price, what is the current trading price of Tokyo Blast. So we would find that in yeah, so as you can see, it's 63.35 rupees. Okay, now it's very difficult for us to make a position at the exact price at which the promoters made an entry. So we take a range of plus minus 3% of plus minus 5% according to our suitability. But I would recommend that don't go beyond the plus minus 5%, or if you are a conservative investor or a conservative trader, I will not recommend you to go beyond 3%, plus 3%. So you could easily calculate that what would be the plus minus 3% range at which you should make the entry in this particular stock. So that's all for today's video, and thank you for watching. Happy trading.